All right, so it's kind of crazy to think about, but as a gacha content creator, I've actually missed out on watching several of the trailers for many of the upcoming gacha games. And there's so many gacha games that are coming out. So today, I want to do a blind reaction to not just one, not just two, but seven different gacha game trailers. I pulled what I found to be the most recent trailers from all these games to react to them, just give my overall thoughts and see what I think of these games here, which if you guys have any other gacha games that you might want me to react to that I haven't reacted to in this video, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And if any of them are super interesting to me, then I may actually cover them and see what more of what they're all about. But without further ado, let's get right into the reactions here. So the first one we're doing is Arknights Endfield. Now, I have no experience with any of these games, whether they are new games or like Arknights if they had like a previous kind of version. I have no experience and no knowledge of them at all. So we are going in completely blind here. So let's start out this reaction here. We are also streaming on Twitch and YouTube as well. So if you want to see the live streams, you can either subscribe to the channel here or check out the Twitch in the description below. But let's get right into it here.
Field scan concluded and uploaded. Depth fluctuation nominal. Ether environment stable.
All right. Ooh, interesting environment there.
Results confirmed. Loud and clear. Great. It's another fine day. Say hi to the fellas for me.
Yeah, you know, we got airplanes. That's what's up. And they got radio. They got call. Oh nah, not the nuclear bomb. Not the nuclear bomb. Oh, okay, the music. Okay. All right, hold on. I wasn't expecting this music change. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, this song might go in the playlist for real. So does the game take place like after a nuke? And kind of like a recovery kind of thing? Yeah, they cooked for this music 100%. They cooked with this. Alright, see, it seems kind of like tech, maybe a little futuristic. Okay, definitely a good level of futuristic stuff. They got stuff coming off the watches, and of course we got combat. We gotta have combat. All right, yo, they have some cool visuals in this, 100%. None of the character designs have really like hit me yet as being like that's amazing, but they got some good ones in here. So, okay, maybe like a either team or multiplayer kind of function. All right. Wait, there's a panda? Wait, there's a panda? Let's go. Okay, no. There's the character design. Okay, that boss looks kind of cool, though. Yeah, I'm trying to play as the panda. Okay, she looks cool. I like that. Okay, we got a snowy area, too, so a few different... Well, maybe a snowy area. Yeah, it's a snowy area, yeah. I'm seeing those like cold particles. Dang, I was so close to being like, yo, that person's kind of cool, but then it's just a little girl inside the big cloak. I was so close to saying that was cool. Okay, that's kind of crazy. All right. Hey, you know what? Not bad so far. There weren't too many things that like really hit me to be like that's like so cool, like I'm super locked in. But I feel like the biggest thing that I liked was the setting, right? Because it starts you out in this like regular kind of world, like, you know, there's an airplane in the air, you know, you're drinking your coffee, you got the radio on, and all of a sudden a nuclear bomb drops, and then we get into this whole like futuristic like society kind of thing. Maybe some level of like space as well from this screen cap here, but yeah, music was fire. If they got that kind of music in the game too, that's gonna be super cool. And the combat looks interesting too. Obviously, as someone who likes to look at like systems and stuff like that in games, I would want to learn more about the combat too. and like all the intricacies with it, but the combat does look pretty good so far. Maybe some kind of either like team thing where multiple characters are controlled, or if it's like co-op. Again, like I said at the beginning, I don't have really any prior knowledge of any of these games, so I could be completely wrong in what I'm saying, which I'm sure people will let me know in the comments as well. Bro, I feel like anytime in these games, not even like games in general, but every time I've seen a like fictional either like game or anime have just like a random like panda character, every time it's funny. I don't know what it is about a panda being a character, but it's a concept that hits every time for me. So yeah, overall, definitely do seem interested in Arknights Endfield based on this trailer alone. I'd obviously have to look more into it to be like, am I really like locked in on it, or am I just gonna like kind of like watch from afar and see what's going on with it? But pretty solid game to start with for sure. All right, so the next trailer we're gonna look at here is for ANANTA, and this is a game I know a lot of people were talking about as well. And by the way, just from the first frame here, we kind of have like a city kind of atmosphere, which is also cool for sure. Because I feel like a lot of these like gacha games that have gotten really popular were more of like the fantasy kind of route. So let's jump right into this trailer here. Let's see what ANANTA's got for us. Okay, they got cars. Oh, I kind of like her design. See, I always, because even though you guys don't see it in content, I do wear glasses like in real life, and I do always love seeing characters with glasses on. So that's always a W. All right, a bit more upbeat. We got Need for Speed in this game. We got skateboarding. We got like concerts. They're not gonna do it better than Musume though. There's a volleyball mini game. Okay, we might have to be locked in, bro. And a live streaming game. Okay, wait, hold on. We gotta go back. Hold on, we gotta go back. Imagine you're just driving on the road, right? Like imagine you're on your way home from work. You had a rough day. You're trying to go home and relax, and then this happens. Like, what do you do about that, right? Like, what do you do about this? Like, if you're just on your home from your 9 to 5, you're like, all right, I need to go relax. I had a tough day, and then this dude with mechanical arms stretching out the car, just knocks every car off the road. Like, how do you react to that? Because I might have to crash out if that happens to me. That's all I'm saying. Oh, wait, there's basketball? Wait, hold on, bro. Dude, that dunk was crazy. Hold on, that dunk was crazy. Bro, he jumped from that far. Bro's in the wrong game. Bro needs to get to 2K. Look at how far he jumped for that, and he landed it. Like, that dude needs to get into 2K. Oh, we got people climbing buildings. Yo, was Bro on a toilet? Hello? Was Bro on like a walking toilet on the street? Bro, what is ANANTA even about? I know I'm not even a minute into the trailer, but what is this game even about for real? And and there's a monster car again. Okay, we got a character with a chainsaw. Yeah, girl with the glasses driving the car gotta be my favorite character from this game right now. Okay, and we get to be Spider-Man too. Bro, this game feels like you know what this game feels like? It feels like they were sitting in the office for all like the producers and developers, and they were just like, all right, devs, what do you want to put in this game? And the devs just said yes. That's what this trailer feels like. I've seen like 10 different like game genres being represented over here. Like, okay, but actual gameplay, okay. That's an interesting feature. At least see an actual gameplay here. That's always good. Yep, and you get to drive. What I know, this is not the only game that we're reacting to today that you can drive in. So, Yeah, and there's hooping. Oh, you can go to the gym. You can play darts. Yeah, but bro, why are there so many things to do in this game? That's so random. Like, and we're on the train. Definitely very interesting. Not because of like something that specifically like stood out to me, but because I just watched a trailer that has not only so many things in it that like happen in the game, but also I have no idea what this game is about. So that's the kind of thing that's just like I'm gonna like play it or like look into it more to see what it's about. But there's so many things to do. I feel like this might be one of those kind of games where like there's something for everyone. But I hope it does live up to having like a dedicated audience, because I feel like a lot of the times when you go like in too many directions, you end up not doing as well overall. But depending on what their quality and the way they handle things, maybe they prove that wrong. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that for sure. But all in all, ANANTA looking pretty interesting so far. I know there's probably other trailers too, but we are gonna be reacting to one trailer per game because I'm not trying to have this video be super long, even though it probably will be based on how long we've been going so far. But at this point now, let's jump into the next one. All right, so next up here, we are gonna be watching the NTE trailer, Neverness to Everness, and I think I've maybe seen like very like small clips of this game here and there because I think they actually had a beta very recently, but not enough for me to really like grasp too much about the game. So let's just go in. Let's see what NTE has for us here. Hada Studio. Okay, another like urban kind of area here, which we do love to see. We do love a good urban area. Okay, they got bro on a golden statue. Yeah, we got we got cars. Yeah, from what I remember seeing, I think this one is more like car focused. Okay, we got people running on buildings too. All right, let's see. Let's see what they're cooking here. There's a little like arena maybe spot over there. Either like arena dome. Oh, that was a character. Okay, hold on. Okay, I like her design. Hold on. Let's go back real quick. I do like her design. Yeah, honestly, like this whole thing of like the yin and yang, like the black and white like contrast like that. I really do like that. Plus, I think the red is a nice touch too on her outfit. So that is also good. Okay, this character's cool too. Okay, so far I feel like of the three we watched so far, probably the best character design in this one so far. In my opinion, at least from what I'm seeing in the trailers. Because these characters, there could be some bangers that they're not showing, but yeah, this one feels more locked into like the whole like regular like urban style. With like, you know, running on buildings, driving the cars. Okay, we got a crazy girl over there. All right. Yeah, that girl definitely crazy. And they really focusing on this one character's feet over here. That's kind of crazy. Okay. I like that. I like that character design. She cool. Okay, we got like the Sakura tree. Yeah, even though it's an urban area, they have a good amount of variety in the character designs here, which is really cool. Yeah, I'm liking the variety too. Okay, she just sending cars, like, using cars as projectiles is crazy. Yeah, I do hope that they can keep like these designs super like unique as well for the characters as they introduce more as well. Yeah, also feels like kind of similar combat styles between the three we've seen so far. They all seem to be like that real-time kind of combat, which is definitely, I think it's definitely good, especially with because pretty much like it was Genshin for a while, then we got Wuthering Waves last year, and now I feel like everyone's kind of trying to hop on that train of trying to get that really good like real-time action game. And I mean, hey, we'll see what sticks and what doesn't, because it is going to be a crazy time having multiple of these games on the horizon, because people are going to be super locked into some, not really wanting to play other ones. But definitely not bad. But so far, like, the games have left me interested to maybe see more. But for me, at least, nothing has, you know, hooked me being like, yeah, like I'm playing this game day one kind of thing. Like I definitely do want to try to check out more, probably on my own time. Yeah, but people, yeah, I think people will be very critical about these games going forward. Because when it was just Genshin, it was like, yeah, everyone played it because it was like the main one out there. And then when Wuwa dropped, then we started seeing a lot of people playing Wuwa. But now it's gonna be multiple coming out within probably the span of a few months or so. Yeah, over the next like few months up to like a year from now, probably. So I mean, it's good that there's gonna be more competition, because competition makes games do better, 100%. All right, chat, we're moving on to the fourth game here, Duet Night Abyss. And just based on that name alone, I feel like we're moving out of that urban kind of style, which, I mean, I do like the urban style, but I do think having variety, especially when so many of these games are coming out, is pretty important. So let's jump right in. Let's see what Duet Night Abyss has for us here.
Sand ropes weave the path beneath.
Okay, we got like a snowy area.
Shouldst thou dream of a pristine sand realm, there lies the beginning.
All right, some interesting visuals of. Ooh, okay, hold on. That enemy came out of nowhere. All right, some cool sceneries for sure. Yeah, I really like some of the scenery.
To a frozen wilderness, where destiny will pose the ultimate test.
Go forth and commence the long, strenuous journey.
For those as insignificant as we, to exchange.
All right. Ooh, okay, like a fire enemy. You got like an electric enemy over there.
In itself, a stroke of fortune.
I'm curious if a naive fool can actually make a difference, even a little.
Okay, we got a little bit of gameplay. Yeah, once again, I feel like all these games are probably like real-time action games, which is not a problem, because I think getting more of those into the scene is gonna be good. Okay, there's also gun characters. Love that. That was fun while in the time I was playing Wuwa. It was fun to have some gun characters as well. Okay, they straight up copy Casterus there. That's what's up. Like, it's just, yeah, hey, you know what? Honkai Star Rail still got it, man. They really copying the Casterus animation over there. Gotta love it. Yeah, really the biggest thing for me with this trailer was a lot of that scenery. Like, character designs were great. There were some cool characters, but a lot of the scenery was really nice in this game. Yeah, a lot of the scenery was very nice. We did have a few really cool shots here for sure. Like, yeah, like this shot right here.
Will pluck you from the
This shot as well, with like all the stuff in the background. The grass that's like more of like a bluish, it feels like. I don't know if it's just generally that color, or if it's like a lighting thing based on like the area.
and lead.
And like the city, the kind of city that they're in, like village, town, whatever it is, also looks pretty cool too. So yeah, I think the games that are doing something unique with their world are probably going to stand out a little bit more. So I think something like this could definitely stand out, because like it's kind of fantasy, but you do have some really nice kind of like backgrounds and everything here to take it a step above some of the fantasy games we have already. So I think that's a good thing as well. Yeah, definitely another one to be on the lookout for me at least. All right, so for our fifth trailer here, we have Azur Promilia, which is from the creators of Azure Lane as well, which I know that game has been probably pretty successful. I mean, I don't really look into it. I don't know anything about it really. So that is, you know, something that, will I look into it at some point? I don't know. But once again, like all these, no knowledge of Azur Promilia. So let's just go in. Let's see what they have for us here. It is always interesting when a developer of a pre-existing game is making a new game. So we will see what they're cooking here, because it's not like they're a first-time like Gacha game developer. Like they know what they're doing, or at least they should know what they're doing. Oh wait, hold on. Do we have subtitles? Do we not have subtitles, chat? Okay, we don't have subtitles. All right, so I guess we just gotta cook. We gotta cook with no subtitles here. That's all right.
奇跡の星原プロミリアへ何かが私を呼んでいます。どんな道を選んでも命は常にここにあるわ。さあ、絆を結んで。
All right, let's see. Yeah, another fantasy type world too. Okay, showing gameplay is good. Yeah, we have the bow users there. All right, we got parries. Parries are good to have for sure. I think at this point, parries in like an action game, they're non-negotiable at this point in time. Like, you gotta have some kind of parry system. Okay, gotta love the sword characters. Ooh, okay, yeah, we got a few different types of weapon types too. So maybe, yeah, maybe it's that every character has their own kind of weapon, and rather than it being like a summonable kind of archetype. Okay, do we have familiars too? We got pets. Yeah, pet mechanics for me personally, like I know there's a lot of people that like them. For me personally, they're not really something that draws me to a game. I'm not gonna say it's a turn off for me, but it's not something that like super draws me in. Yeah, definitely some interesting scenery here. Like I can see, yeah. With how much it looks like these like pets are doing, I think there's gonna be a lot of people who will enjoy the game to play a little more casually. But the combat does also look cool. Yeah, we have dodge mechanics, we got parry mechanics. A lot of these moves are looking cool too. So the combat could definitely be good enough for me to, you know, just get through all like the whatever pet stuff is required. But yeah, at this point, like, I feel like if I keep talking about like the quality of like character design and stuff like that, like I feel like almost a broken record, because I think that especially now with what Wuthering Waves has done to the gacha space, I feel like you need to have a certain level of quality for your game to actually gain traction. Like if you're just putting out a game just to put out a game and you're not measuring up to not only what's already out there, but also the other games that are upcoming, at this point in the gacha space, you're not going to be as successful as you might want to be. Like you have to do something that's unique. You got to have a high enough level of quality. And I feel like you have to be transparent and generous to a degree to the player base. I feel like those are the three big things. And I know I'm saying a lot of like, we'll see as like I see more trailers and more gameplay and stuff like that for these games, but it really is how I feel now, honestly. I don't want to just like make a decision unless a game really strikes me as like, okay, that game is cool. Because there are games that will do that. And we still got 2 more trailers to react to, so there is a chance of that happening. All right, so for our 6th trailer here, we have Chaos Zero Nightmare. And that name, kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie. Like, hey, is a cool name for a game. Let's just jump right into the trailer here. Let's see what they got for us. Okay, waking up in like a lab. Oh, hello. Are those like gameplay or maybe like a previous game from them or something? Okay, hold on. Girl was going kind of crazy over there. Okay, this is kind of like, yeah, it almost feels like this kind of deviate. Oh wait, you roll dice in this game? Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, this is definitely deviating a little bit from like the general like a lot of these other gachas that we've seen. Is it turn-based? It might be turn-based. Oh, hold on, wait, hold on. Bro looked kind of sick there. Hold on, we gotta go back to that. Hold on, animation's going kind of crazy. Yeah, hold on. Yo, this dude is fire. Hold on. This dude looks cool. Yeah, you got him. Yeah, we got this girl here. Yeah, this is giving like FGO vibes, which is cool. All right, those physics were kind of crazy. Those physics were kind of crazy. Wait, hold on, bro. Hold on. That animation was crazy. We gotta go back to that. Yeah, he drops the dice. Wait, that angle was sick. Hello? Oh, let's talk about the angle for a second. Like, yeah, because the entire game so far in this trailer was like this. And you're gonna tell me this one girl got a different angle? Like, is it a lore based thing? Is it like a different type of battle that they have? Oh, no, never mind. I'm stupid. It was just an animation. It was just an animation. You know what? We keep it moving, chat. Yeah, we got some cool character designs here, and the story looks like it's kind of dark too. Like with some of these like some of these character images we've seen. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. This story is looking kind of dark. And not gonna lie too, I think the gacha space needs a dark story, or a darker story. Yeah, I think in terms of the new gachas, we need something that has a darker story, because I feel like in a lot of these gacha games, like there's deeper themes, but I feel like it doesn't go like this level. I think I can confidently say of the 6 trailers we've watched so far, this one's the most interesting, like by far. I don't even think it's close. Like there's other games that have dark stories and kind of like are similar to this, sure. Like I see Dre saying like Project Moon Limited Company, which I also haven't played and have no, knowledge or experience of. But yeah, Chaos Zero Nightmare is definitely one I'm gonna look out for. Probably even a little bit more so than the other ones, because it's doing something different, which I think is a very big thing. And the gameplay does seem like it could be like turn-based or like kind of like card-based as well, which is unique too. Because everything else we've watched today so far has been like real-time action. So we'll see what Chaos Zero Nightmares got for us for sure. We'll definitely be checking that one out. All right, and our final trailer for this reaction is going to be for Silver Palace. This game, I remember, I didn't like watch the trailers. I did look at a couple screenshots when the trailer came out, but when I saw these screenshots, I was just like, this game seems pretty interesting, because once again, it's giving like a very specific style, which is cool, and a lot of people were getting super hype about it. So let's just jump right in and let's see what Silver Palace has. It's the only trailer the game has so far too. So this one is probably the earliest in the production stage, if I had to guess. So we'll see how it goes here.
Dozens are dead, burned to ashes. You may be the best detective.
But Sylvania isn't the best city there is.
The city is
Yeah, definitely more like a medieval kind of.
always changing.
Yeah, well, maybe not medieval. Medieval kind of. Yeah, we have horse riding in this one.
Sin and evil stalk the city like a stubborn shadow.
Bro, what? Okay. Okay. You know what I can appreciate about the combat I just saw? Because I feel like a lot of the combat in games, which I'm not saying I don't like this, but I feel like a lot of these other games, combat is very fast. This feels more calculated. If we pause through, like here, like we get a parry, we get another parry, we go in for an attack, yep, and then we hit the ultimate there, which looks great, by the way. And she's probably just like the main character too.
I'm Alf. I'm here for the interview.
Okay, she's just shooting.
My knight in her stead.
Okay, that girl got a sword.
Look who it is. You're not welcome in Sulfurnia.
Do not talk to the detective with that tone.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Besides fire, there's another way to turn the skin black. You know what
Yeah,
it
this
is,
is
but it's just
this is
too
interesting.
familiar.
And it's crazy how I saved, in my opinion, the two most interesting trailers for last. Like, oh nah. Oh, that dude looks sick. Hello. That design went kind of crazy.
Clock strikes 12. This is the night.
Where everything ends! Admit it!
You don't have what it takes to be the bad guy.
Yeah, Duke, bro said Duke Inferno. Man, rest in peace, Duke Inferno. Ooh, okay, we got the hit. Got with the injection. Bashing her head in. Okay. Yeah, I think this game has a ton of potential. It's one that's probably not going to be out for a while, but it looks like it has a ton of potential.
I already knew none of us could escape fate.
Bro, when this city is cooked. You remember when the city looked normal? Yeah, remember when the city looked normal? Yeah, me too.
Are the author.
Oh, I'm the author? It's my story?
I'm no longer a detective. So why are you still so excited?
Hey, you know what? We do love to see that. And I did see that there was a 10-minute gameplay for it. I did see that. We're not going to react to it for this video, but I will, I definitely will be watching that at some point. Do I think I'll play any of these? The two that I'm the most likely to try are probably Silver Palace and Chaos Zero Nightmare. Those are probably the two I'm the most likely to try. Not to say that the others are bad, but those two were the ones that hooked me in the most. But that's gonna be it for the reaction right here. Definitely a lot of good stuff here, and since none of these games are out yet, they definitely do have some time to cook. So I'd love to see in the comments down below what of the games that I saw here, which ones did you guys like the most or want to see me maybe cover a bit more. We'll see what I end up covering. Definitely gonna have a bit of a bias towards probably Silver Palace and Chaos Zero Nightmare, but thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed and want to see more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But with that, everyone, I will see you all next time.